Hello and welcome to Dear Diary. Dear Diary is a narrative series that tells the story of an African woman. It is interesting, educative and entertaining. New episodes are uploaded on Mondays. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe and share. Dear Diary, it's the day of my graduation and I'm very excited. As I watch everyone around me getting dressed for the ceremony, I can't help but think about what my life has been so far. My name is Elizabeth Tope A. I am 23 years old and today I am graduating from the Department of Management, University of Boya. I am the fifth child in a family of 6 children, 4 girls and 2 boys. Life has not always been easy for me. I was born in a small village called Babaki in the northwest region of Cameroon. My parents originally hailed from another village, so as a child, I had to work very hard to support my parents and siblings. At the age of 8, I started hawking in the streets. I would come back home from school at 2 p.m. and by 4 p.m., I'm leaving the house with a tray of groundnuts on my head. It was all fun for me until one fateful Wednesday when I was about 11 years old. I came back home from school at 2 p.m. and as usual, Mom boiled groundnuts and I took it out to hug. About an hour after I left the house, it began to rain heavily. There was a mechanic workshop nearby, so I took cover there, waiting for the rain to stop. That was where I met him, Are. Are was a teenager, about 18 years old at the time. He was a mechanic, but was rather too eloquent. Are and I became friends, and I would make a stop there every day I went out to hug. He and his friends always bought lots of my groundnuts. 3 years passed, and we were still good friends. Well, except for the fact that we had gone beyond friendship. Are had told me he loved me, and he was going to marry me in future. I had no idea what marriage was all about at the time, but I fell for it. Everything was sweet until I got pregnant. January 7, 2012, my birthday, and the same day I told Are I was pregnant. He told me he was not ready to be a father. I can barely feed myself, talk less of that parasite in your body. Those were his exact words. As I tried to convince him, he pounced on me like a hungry cat on a mouse and gave me the beating of my life. I will never forget that day. That was the last day I saw Are. To cut the long story short, my parents found out I was pregnant and were very disappointed. I was the good one in the family, so that left even the neighbors bewildered. My parents and I are very committed Christians, so abortion was not an option. I was in my 3rd year of secondary school at the time I got pregnant, and immediately the pregnancy became obvious. I was expelled from school. I really can't explain how we got the resources to cater for the baby's needs, but somehow we did. On September 3, 2012, I was delivered of a baby boy. My father named him Paul, Sante Paul. A year later, I went back to school, but my life was never the same again. It was like I had leprosy or something. My mates had gone far ahead of me, and all of them, well, except for Alice, didn't want anything to do with me because according to them, I was bad influence. My curvy figure had somehow disappeared. Despite all the efforts I made, I just couldn't go back to the way I was before. I had stretch marks on my thigh and tummy, and no matter how hard I tried, they just wouldn't go away. I always wished to be like my friend Alice. She was skinny, tall, beautiful, and very smart. She was everything I wanted to be, pretty much the opposite of who I was. My parents have been the ones taking care of my son Paul, and for that, I am forever grateful and I feel indebted to them. As I look at their happy faces today, I feel super grateful to have been blessed with such wonderful parents. I can't wait to get into the world, get a good job, start earning 5 or 6 figures, and take good care of them. And oh, I can't wait to buy expensive designer bags and jewelry and flaunt them before Antiadasa. Yes, Antiadasa. She's a neighbor who has somehow managed to elevate herself to the status of family member. She's at every family gathering and she seems to be Mama's personal advisor. Mama seems to take no decision without consulting Antiadasa, even decisions concerning my son Paul. And there is her husband, Uncle Jojo. Uncle Jojo is a beer addict who spends all his earnings on beer. He literally lives in a bottle. Well, enough with Antiadasa. Today is the second happiest day of my life. I remember the days when I had no money to photocopy handouts. The days I would cry because I had no food to eat. The time I had to shave my hair because I had no money to take care of it. The day I didn't go to class because my only pair of shoes got bad and I had no money for repairs. The day my period came unexpectedly and I had to pad myself with tissue paper which could barely last for a couple of days. The 2 continuous assessments I missed because I had not completed my school fees. The guys who asked me out but fled from me immediately I told them I had a son. I don't even know how I got this far. Quite frankly, it's a miracle and I'm grateful to God for it. Today, I remember the days when I would cry and feel like giving up. I remember when I felt like I was being pulled in so many different directions, I had no idea which way to turn. The days when my own body embarrassed me and I felt like society had no place for someone like me. In the course of my struggles, I realized that beauty is relative. Society has somehow managed to lay out some standards for beauty, but that doesn't mean anyone who does not meet these standards is ugly. I have come to learn that self-confidence is very attractive and that it is better to love and accept myself even if I'm working on my figure. I have also learned that giving up never made anyone better. Taking one step a day towards my goals is better than lying on the couch, sulking and eating. The first step is always the most difficult step. No one should be too scared to take that first step. Dear diary, today, resilience is the word. Being able to stay committed to my goals no matter the circumstances surrounding these goals. Today, I'm a graduate. Let's see what tomorrow holds.